pick my fiance up, and then uh, I took her to hospital on Saturday because we need to check if her baby already gone and it's
Mm-hmm.
all already clean or not. Yeah, but unfortunately, the doctor told us there is still something inside, so she need to take a small surgery to remove it. So,
Mm-hmm.
this Monday, her mom took her to the hospital uh, to do the surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And it went well, so
All right. Well,
she
that's
is
good.
totally okay now. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, basically we're just busy to prepare our engagement party, and her baby
So,
issue.
what's the reaction of her mom? Knowing what happened to her.
At first, uh, she felt sad
Mm-hmm.
and unbelievable. But yeah, it's already happened, so she need to accept it. And her dad, especially her dad, was so sad.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, including my dad. They they all thought
Yeah, of
they are
course.
going to be a grandpa. Yeah. Yeah, but they just need to um, wait for a moment. So yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay. It's just that it took so. So how is that? It took how many weeks before they totally removed the. Mhm.
After
Mhm.
she lost the baby, almost 3 weeks, we went to the
Yeah.
hospital to check it 3 times. Yeah, but
Because technically,
it's still there.
once they've already known that there's no heartbeat on the baby, they should automatically remove it.
Yep, but the truth is,
Mhm.
when it happened, she was bleeding, so actually the baby was gone. But somehow there is some. I saw the term. The doctor said it as tissue. Still, some tissue still stay in her body.
Yeah, because they actually need to clean her uterus. If
Yeah, but but I think they wanna clean it by methods. Because they
uh
gave her some medicine and they told her if she took it on time, it would be
okay,
clean
so that's your
naturally.
point, I say.
But the truth is it didn't succeed. So yeah, finally she still need to have
I know
surgery to
now. I
do
got
it.
your point. And the point of the doctor. So it's like like you mentioned, they wanted to clean naturally. So they gave her medicine, but it didn't work out well.
Mm,
Okay. So
yeah.
because if it's not totally clean, there will be a negative impact to your fiance and that's actually very dangerous. She'll be poisoned if it's not totally clean. Yeah. If you could, you know, I've seen a lot of this kind of incident wherein there are also parents, you know, they're supposed to be due. It's their due date to give birth. However, it's already overdue, and the mother doesn't know that there's no longer any heartbeat on the baby, and they never went to the doctor. So, yeah, after knowing that, they say that, hey, your baby is no longer, it doesn't have any heartbeat. Why you didn't even go to the doctor?
Yeah, how come they're supposed to go to the doctor on routine?
So if they didn't check that on time, you know, the mother might also gonna die because she'll get poisoned because of, you know, the yeah, or well, technically they call it fetus. Yeah, if the baby is still inside the womb, they will just say that it's a baby if you already gave birth a baby. Yeah, I just remember a TV series. The title is House or Doctor House. He is a very mean doctor. So whenever they discussed about the baby, he will say a fetus. It's a fetus. It's not yet a baby because you didn't give birth yet. So you could just say that it's a baby if you already gave birth. But then, you know, it changed his mind and his heart when the baby was out, and then the baby tried to hold the finger of the doctor. So it's like, wow, he already finally understand the feeling. Yeah. So there, it's just, you know, I just remembered it. Okay, so well, it's a good news that your fiance is okay now, but of course, it's a sad revelation or news to your parents knowing what happened.
Yeah, but yeah, I think they can. They have already
Anyways,
accepted.
they'll have more in the future. Yeah, you can, of course. Don't lose hope. Alright, so still you've been busy. And you will definitely be very busy because what? You just have this week and next week to prepare before your big day.
Yeah. Yeah, and aside from that, I'm going to go Thailand.
Exactly. You know, you're still
for that.
You still have a hangover of the engagement party, and then you need to prepare for another, you know, activity or another thing, and that's gonna be your. So how many days? That's for a week, right?
For a week, 26 to 30, so there would be 5 days.
Okay, you can definitely take a rest then. Or you just need to go to the tourist destination, enjoy the country.
Yeah, and make myself drunk and enjoy the massage.
Of all the countries here in Asia, why did you choose Thailand?
It's not my idea actually. I'm going there with my friends, and they are a couple. So they picked the location and they invited us if we are willing to go there with them. And I discussed with my fiance since I have never been there, so we figured why not.
Oh, okay, so
yeah, so be it.
It was just an invitation for you if you wanted to join them.
and I told my fiance that if we have other vacation, I wanna visit Long Island in your country.
What is the name of that place you wanted to visit again? Is
Long
is that in
Island.
Palawan?
Let me check. Let me check its name.
Oh, Boracay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Boracay.
Yeah, Boracay.
Boracay.
That's pronounced as
Boracay. Yeah.
Boracay. Yeah, they just recently opened it, and I hope you. Well, I love Boracay also. I've been there twice. I have another student. They visited Philippines, but they went to Cebu. So they experienced swimming with the shark.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in Boracay there are no much activity. It's just more on island hopping, doing snorkeling, and the disco or nightlife in the evening. You will enjoy watching fire dancing, and you know it's nice to drink.
Yeah, have a lot of
and, and
alcohol.
and have some, you're gonna go and dance, and well, that's those kind of stuff. Okay, so let's move on with the TV series. So the last question we've discussed, that's on question number 6, right? Alrighty. So let's move on. Question number 7. Can you go ahead and read it, please?
What is your opinion about Monica and Joy trying to break Angela and Bob's relationship? I think it's a bit evil, but the truth is that Bob seems to have feelings with Monica. Not to mention
Okay.
Angela is
I
the
think we were
same
able to
with Joy.
discuss just a few. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
This one. Yeah.
So I remember that I asked you if you had experienced this kind of situation wherein you have a friend that you wanted to try to break them up.
Not really, but I would love to watch the real situation on happen around, so I can watch it as
Okay.
a show.
Okay. But then in this part, um, are you into, or let's say you have a friend who want to do this kind of thing? Are you a friend who will encourage them to, come on, you can do that? Or are you a friend who would say that, oh, that's bad? Why don't you just go ahead and find a new person?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, if the one of them is my friend and another one is not, then I would say, okay, why not? You can try it. But what if they both my friends? I would suggest him not to do that, because if they if it doesn't work out, or they finally break up, it would affect our friendship between me and them. So yeah, I won't encourage him to do it.
Okay. All right, so let's move on with question number 8.
What is your opinion about Ross flirting with Rachel? I think it's fun. Ross behaves like a young man who is shy to deal with
Do you remember that Ross liked Rachel since they were... Yeah?
in
Okay.
school? Yeah.
Well, anyways, Ross is no longer committed, right, to anyone. So it's like he's free, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think why Ross wasn't able to, if we're trying to assume, so why did Ross did not try to court Rachel when they were, still in school?
I think it is because there are plenty of boys wanna have date with Rachel. So Rose might think she has no chance to win her.
And what about the social status of Ross?
Social status. Have he mentioned it?
No, if we're gonna, Rachel is very rich, or her parents is actually very rich compared to Ross' status, right? It seems that they're not that rich.
Yeah. Yeah, so he might think they didn't match because.
Okay, so do you think when it comes to entering into a relationship, do you think that your status in life affects your relationship when it comes to entering into a relationship?
Basically, I think it does affect the relationship because of your economic status. Because I think most of people, if they are rich, they don't want to have relationship with poor people. In fact, not everyone like that, but I think most of them have this thought.
But
yeah.
So what about you?
Me? I think I belong to the poor side, so I'm open-minded to have relationship with rich people or poor people.
So don't you think that, or do you believe in the saying that love conquers all?
I think it depends on different situations. If I have relationship with a rich girl, and she's nice and she's kind, so I won't feel any difference between us. But what if her parents really care of it? I mean, her parents might care her boyfriend is rich enough. Does her boyfriend qualify enough to match their daughter? if they think the one is not qualified enough, they might have bad attitude to the man. If I am the one, I would let the girl immediately because I don't think I can bear her parents' attitude. Even if I'm not as rich as you, but I still I still have a proper job. I have my life. I don't need to bear your judgment or your bad attitudes. I don't owe you. That's what I thought.
So, okay, so that's your point. Then, let's say parents of the girl doesn't like you because you're not that rich compared to their status in life. So, are you gonna still fight for that girl?
So yeah, it's complicated. I think it will depend on how much I love the girl and how bad her parents was.
Okay. So let's say they're worst. You know, you can't imagine that they don't really like you, how they treat you. They don't want you to even step into their house.
Well, okay, that's fine. So just let the girl
Okay,
go.
so you'll just go ahead and find someone else who would like you. Their parents will like you also.
Yeah, because I think a marriage not just belong to of us, but also belong to of
I
our
see.
family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, the tradition before, or I think up until now, there are rich people who would have their children, will have fixed marriage or arranged marriage. So it's like, it's more important that the parents are having mutual understanding rather than their children. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because, I've been watching a lot of Filipino movies and also Korean movies. So no matter if you really like the person, no matter what are the hindrance or obstacles on your way, regardless of your parents or your economical status in life, as long as you like the person, you'll definitely fight for it. Just like they say, love conquers all.
But do you believe it?
Okay, yeah, I never think of that. So the question will go back to me. Well, somewhat. Well, it just like your answer. It depends also on the situation, and
Uh-huh.
well, for me, I think yes.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
You think love can
because
conquer everything?
well, just like now. Well, I'm currently experiencing it. Before we got married, my parents and my in-laws are not in good condition, or they're not in good, what's the term? They're not in good terms because we don't actually have a proper introduction, or my in-laws didn't go to our house and ask, just like what you've done with your girlfriend or with your fiancé. You went to their house and asked for her, that you're going to, it's like get married, right? So The only time that my parents and my in-laws meet each other during the practice of the wedding. So yeah, I mean
Only
practice.
on the
It's
wedding?
on the practice. So it's like the day before the wedding. That's the only time
Oh,
they met. So there. I don't know why didn't everything is just instant. Everything is it's so fast. So it's like we don't have any control of it. I'll let it be. Just go with the flow, something like that. And um, I'm actually working away from home, so it's like everything. It's actually hard to plan because we're just contacting. We don't have a wedding planner who could really take over and do all those kind of stuff. So even the food, we don't do catering. So it's like we prepare for the food because on the venue we want to have like a family bonding. So that's in a time wherein our parents, supposedly that's the plan, our parents and my in-laws will have like, during the preparation, that's in a time they will have a bonding, that's in time they could discuss, have, exactly, have chit chat, know more about it. And well, our plan is very ideal. We even rented the venue. It's very nice place. It's like a townhouse. There are how many rooms? So it's like our family and their family could stay together. And it has a very wide garden with a lot of flowers and plants. So it's really very beautiful, and it's in the mountain. So imagine the drive, the preparation. It's really very hard. So that's why we want them to have that kind of funding. But then it didn't, yeah, but then it didn't work
you
out
set
well.
it up.
Yeah, because during the preparation, it's like we've been, yeah,
They have conflict.
imagine the traveling time from the current place that I'm at right now, going to the location or the venue of the wedding. That's gonna take 4 to 5 hours drive. So, and then my parents are also very busy. Of course, we have our relatives who went to our house, so they need to also, try to entertain them or try to, they have their own bonding at the same time. So, yeah, so we didn't think of that.
Of course.
Because I'm thinking that they wanted to stay on the place that we've rented. But my relatives wanted to go to our house and want to spend time with my parents. So, yeah, so we don't have any control of that. Okay, if that's the case, and then we've been very busy doing other stuff, doing final touches there. So, and then on the night of the wedding, night before the wedding, so we had a practice session. So that's the only time that my parents and my in-laws meet each other. But it, like I've said, it's not a good meet up. So from that time, everything fall apart. And even me and my mom were actually fighting on the day of the wedding. So it's like we're preparing, and there we even fight each other. I even cried. I have all of the makeup and everything, and then my mother said that you're not an artist. Why do you have to take a video or whatnot, take photo shoot and so on? So it's like, wow, that's your
not.
reaction to
Why
your
not?
daughter on my wedding. So it's like, oh my god. My cousins said that it's okay. Come on, you just move on. But of course, that's your big day, right? Everything should be perfect. You should be happy. But my mom, I even asked my mom, come on, have your I've rented also someone who's gonna fix our hair or do the makeup. I said to her, I rented him to help us prepare, and she said she didn't even answer me, and I don't know what exactly happened already, but it's like it's worse. Yeah, it's actually very hard.
Wow.
I can't even imagine. So I've been discussing with my husband, you know what? Every time I remember our wedding day, it's like I feel so sad. And then my husband will say, "Don't worry, we can just have another wedding then."
Yeah, that's what I want to say. You can have another wedding, 10 years anniversary,
Yeah, even now
or
I can
even
still
20
remember.
years.
I'm kind of a sentimental person, and if I get hurt, I tend to. It's like I'm already hurt, so it's like it's there. Yeah.
Okay, I understand. But did you ask your mom after that why have a reaction like that?
Well, it's just like that. even even when we decided to
Oh,
move
really?
on in our place, the way he treated my husband, it's not really good. So it's like if we're gonna eat, let's say dinner, she tend to eat fast and step out. Or sometimes she will just say, I'm full. It's like, the treatment, it's very different. And also that's the reason why we decided to move here.
So I think the point is she doesn't like your husband, or she doesn't even like the marriage of you.
Possibly. Well, but I'm thinking, yeah, it's just even today, if we're doing like a video call, so let's say my mom is calling us through Messenger, the video call, and then she'll gonna talk to my daughter, to my son, and then my daughter, it's like she turned the cell phone and it captured my husband at the background. She will say, "Oh." It's like you could already see her facial reaction. So at first she tend to talk to my daughter, and then after seeing that, she will pass the cell phone to my dad. But then if yeah,
It's too
but then
obvious.
if we are the one who's talking to her, it's like of course she will try to uh, tell stories. She will ask, "How are you?" Everything, those kind of questions. But then if my husband is there, it's like uh, it, she'll just gonna turn around, turn her back, and then wow, I often experience that even when we're living together in my mom's place. So right now, since she moved out and went to um, our ancestral house together with my dad, she will always say um,
Mhm.
the word anak. She calls us anak. That's what we term in here in the Philippines. If your children or daughter, so anak, go home already. I'm staying here. And no one is staying in our house, so you could just go home. She'll always say that, yeah.
Wow. Okay. But how's your husband's feeling? I think she knew.
Well, of
I think
course,
he
yeah.
already
She's
knew it.
aware. Um, that's why whenever we fight, I always defend my husband. I love my mom, but of course, how she treated my husband, it's no longer, it is. So, yeah, that's why I can say that love conquers all. I love my husband, of course. I will be with my husband rather than with them, right? Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm in your husband's shoes, I
well, the good
might
thing
walk
with him is
away.
that he never answered back. My mother. That's yeah. And I
Because he loves
often
you.
talk to my husband, and it's fine. Let me be the one to, you know, to to defend you. Right? Just stay silent. Don't answer back. Let me be, because I'm her daughter. I it is. It's
Yeah,
really
it's a
hard.
smart way.
That's why I really don't know. Up until now, I'm still in question. Am I doing the right thing to go back home? Or should I just stay here? I don't know. I don't have my own place. And that's what's causing me. I've been thinking a lot. I bought a house, but I can't even stay there because it's very far.
Mm. So, what's your plan? Buy another house?
Supposedly, however, I really wanted to stay in Baguio because the weather there is very good. It's just that the houses there are very expensive, or if you could find one, it's very far from the city. So, just like our place, but we're used to it. But then, it's really hard to find house there. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's actually my big problem right now. I really know. I really don't know where to go.
Yeah, you might need to negotiate with your husband
Yeah, and the
and
thing
mother,
here is that recently he has a very big news, very big offer with my husband. He received a letter directly from a like a private company in the United States asking him to work with them. So it's just me and my husband who knows about it. We never mentioned it to my in-laws yet. So once everything is planned, or we have already prepared all the requirements, he might be going to the United States next year. So that's another thing that I'm thinking.
Wow. And how
No.
about you to go
The offer
with
for him,
him?
that's actually for 2 years. So that's a good thing because I'm not the one who's gonna leave. But it's gonna be him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you can take care of your children. Wow, but I think it's a good
Exactly. And
opportunity.
that's the reason we're not telling anybody yet. So, well, he actually have already a date. Supposedly, that's gonna be January 8th of next year. It is. However,
It's coming
we still need to process the requirements, like his passport. Well, our passport just already expired, and we never think of this, that it's coming. So, of course, the renewal of passports, that's gonna take, he needs to file for an appointment for renewal. It's actually very tedious if you're gonna do that here in the Philippines. It will consume your time.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Okay. So
yeah.
you are still dealing with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm actually whispering just right now. They might hear. I hope
Well, I
so.
think it would be okay. You just need to, yeah, prepare your passport well. Then he could
Yeah,
go
exactly.
to.
And you're the only person who knows about it, aside me. Because you
Wow,
asked
it's
about
my
it,
honor.
since we've been discussing that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It
but
is.
for you, it's
However,
really
of
a good
course, it's
news.
hard to be. Um, and the thing here, or the fact that we've been planning to move you know, in my place. And
So you are going to wait for 2 years, then move to
I don't
your
know.
place.
But that's actually another question. And I don't know what's the answer yet. Because I've mentioned to him, why not? We're just gonna stay here. But it's also hard if we're gonna stay here.
Yeah, you still have your mother-in-law and your sister-in-law.
Well, they have, hmm, they 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 actually have another thing also. They, they have their own kind of different business. The business is, how do you say this? I hope they will not hear it. Um, my sister-in-law is gonna have a, she'll gonna have a, do you know about surrogate mother?
Surrogate
Yeah,
mother.
surrogate. I'm gonna type the word.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me double check. Oh, it's SU. Surrogate.
Oh, really? Is it legal in your country?
Well, I don't know. But there are a lot of people who are actually doing that. It's just like already a private arrangement. Yeah, so
Oh,
recently they
okay.
just met. The um, well, it's just the
The new
first time
client.
though. He is from this
Oh, okay.
country. Uh, yeah.
Wow.
It's like, oh, everything is so, it's like I can't contain it. It's very,
Wow, it's really new to me. I mean, Western country people would like to find a
hmm
surrogate mother in
yeah,
another
they actually
country,
prefer
even
it
in
here.
Asia. Wow. But why? What's the reason why? Because of the price?
Maybe he is very, and doesn't know where to.
Okay.
What term?
Okay. Okay. Also, somehow he got a way to do it, and the way lead him to your country and finally found
Yeah,
your
probably. Yeah,
sister-in-law. Wow,
it is.
it
So
sounds
it's
like
like
a movie
everything.
plot.
So fast. It's so fast. So I really don't know what to do.
But what if she got pregnant? Are you the one uh responsible to take care of
No, I
her?
have my mother-in-law. So it's like she'll
Okay.
get paid or um like this.
Uh-huh.
I think that's gonna. I don't know what's the contract yet.
Oh my God. Okay, but the guy
No,
would stay in your country?
no, he will not because he's actually very busy. So he just went here because he has a like business trip. So he's been here for just a week, and then after that they just met here, and then they talked about it. They even have a test already, and after that he had another business trip going back to Hong Kong. He is actually just been doing a lot of business trips, been a lot different countries recently. Yeah. So he already preserved his like this, yeah. And then next year that's gonna they start doing the procedure. So, dude,
Wow.
are you new to this kind of kind of?
Yeah. It's really new to me. Wow. It's still unbelievable. Okay. That means, yeah, of course I don't understand because I'm not rich enough. So,
I don't know. I don't even also know what's the reason. Um, she just wanted to accept it.
but I think in the first place, she might already apply for the position. So, so in the end, she can
Well,
have
yeah,
this
technically,
opportunity
there
to
is a
get
certain
it.
site for that. And that's the site where they meet each other. And a couple of months they've been, having communication. And it's a good opportunity that the guy has a business trip here, and at the same time they were able to meet each other and plan and decide what's their next step. And so there, yeah. So it's like she really decided to go that part because it's also, of course, you'll have indeed money,
It's a lot of money.
and the fact that they don't actually have a regular income. So
Yeah, so she really
yes.
needs the money.
Yeah, I don't want to say or say
Okay.
bad things about it, but they really need it. So of course I cannot give them every time because I have children also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
so
course.
there.
Okay, well, I think not to mention me, but also you have a lot of things happen
Yeah,
on
that's
you
why I don't know how to
recently.
contain everything. Even even my appetite. It's like I don't know.
Oh, that's why you got cold on
Um,
Monday.
well, it started with my husband. Um, last last week I just met with my boss or the owner of the other company that I'm working with, and I had an opportunity to meet the director of the outsourcing part, and she specifically wanted to meet me because she wanted to know what are my tasks. And from there, when my husband went home to take good care of our children, he's already sick. And even the children got sick also. Maybe they got, I don't know if they were, what do you call this? They were affected by their father. And and therefore, the entire week he's been recovering and going back and forth to the hospital to have the test. And that's in a time when I started coughing, and I also feel dizzy because of tiredness, because I need to take good care of the children and my husband at the same time. And I need to work also. So there. And I'm also very busy with the hiring process, because the other teachers that they're supposed to start and have training, they just suddenly say that I'm sick, I can't go with the training. You know, they have a lot of alibis, and it's making me sick also. So it's like, hey, you need to start your training now. And they will say, they won't even say that I cannot start the training yet. I even have to call them. So it's like, oh my God.
Wow, I think they don't really need the money, so they can do.
I don't know. They say that,
like that.
well, it's about pregnancy also. The new teacher that we hired, she said that she was suspected pregnant, and it's very complicated for her, so she needs to stay in bed. He need to have bed rest. So I've been trying to send her emails, send messages through Skype and Messenger. She's not even responding. And then, or even call her. You know, the decency just to answer the call is that, why you don't even answer? Then all of a sudden, I receive a text message coming from her fiancé stating that, there, she's actually pregnant and it's very complicated. She needs to take bed rest.
Wow, then why she came to apply
Well,
for the
during the application process, they doesn't know about it yet. It's just that recently, when she's about to start, and that's gonna time she said, or her fiance inform us about it, because Miss Michelle has just been asking, did the new teacher already responded to you? Did you try to call her? So it's like, yes, but she's not responding. So surely, can you try to capture all or do screenshot on your emails or your messages or even your phone calls? If she did not respond, then we have to terminate her application and find a new one. So it's like, what? I need to find another teacher. Oh my God. And the fact that I'm doing also the assessment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Assessment for
So
other students.
if you remember that I asked you that you will. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, next time.
So it's like I need to go over into the schedule of the new teachers also, and even Miss Michelle's students, I need to do the assessment for them also. So it's like, oh my God, I'm falling apart. I can't do this. I don't know. It's like I'm losing weight right now. Even.
Wow, you have
Exactly. And I'm still thinking, it's like, do we have to move now? Because my mom also kept on telling me that, before you go home, why don't you spend time here in your parents, or, on their place, and spend the holiday. She keeps on telling me that, hey, we have internet here, you could work here. But no one will gonna take care of the children. I'm gonna take care of the children. She will always say that. And your brother will go ahead and fetch you together with the kids. So we will stay there first before we will go to in Baguio. So it's like I'm also thinking about that. So what's the best idea? And I'm thinking is that that place is also very hot, and the children might, they easily get sick. So I'm thinking of their condition. And my husband cannot come with us yet because he still needs to process the transfer. Yeah. So there. Oh, I'm sorry. The discussion is already about me.
It's okay. I can practice my listening.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, those are the things that happened to me, so. Oh dear.
Okay, hope
Yeah.
everything will
Because you jinx, you have a jinx. The transfer the jinx to me.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Just like
It's okay. Just stick to it.
Just like you mentioned, this will not come to us if we're not strong enough to overcome it. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening with my stories.
Well, it's really new to me. I think I learned something aside from English. But
yeah, it's a real life situation, It's also good talking to different walks of life. You will know a lot of things that you will not experience, but you'll learn from the experience of others. So it's kind of, it's also good. You will.
Yeah, indeed.
You will learn more about life.
Yeah, and it makes the English
exactly. Yeah, me too.
Interesting.
Well, at first I hesitate to open up, but then since we're very open with each other's life, so there, that's actually my life is. And yeah, I don't even imagine that it's happening right now. So it's still, I'm trying to absorb everything. Yeah. So that's 2018 for us. Welcome to 2019. Okay, so there. I'll give you updates soon. Okay, well, thank you so much again, Shaun. I will not take much of your time. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye now.